Hi everyone, this is Tish Aitken, and I'm here to discuss this month's new moon in Sagittarius, which takes place on December 7th, 2018 at 2:20 a.m. at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, the new moon is always a good time to set new intentions and to manifest new opportunities, but I think this is even more so because the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius, which is ruled by the planet Jupiter, and Jupiter is the master manifester of the zodiac. Now, Jupiter recently changed signs and entered the sign of Sagittarius on November 8th, where it'll be through December 3rd of next year. But I think for most of us, it's been hard to discern the benefits because so much has been going on. We had major eclipses over the summer. We had multiple planets retrograde, including two personal planets, Mars, which was a key player in the eclipses, and doing dalliances with the South Node of Karma, bringing a lot of chaos and upheaval and violence, and squaring Uranus in the sky. And then this fall, what happened is that Jupiter changed signs on November 8th, but the nodes of fate changed signs on November 6th and went from Leo Aquarius to Cancer Capricorn. And the North Node in Cancer seeks solace and security. And right at that time, Uranus, which is the maverick planet, it's very unpredictable, it's chaotic, it's disruptive. Uranus re-entered the sign of Aries on November 7th, where it'll be through March 7th of 2019. So Uranus has been squaring the nodes of fate and bringing a lot of unexpected events and chaos and violence and disruption. Now, sometimes Uranus does open us up to things that we need to see, and it wakes us up in a very jarring way, but in order to seek enlightenment, because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, but it hasn't felt that way, and it's been a pretty stressful time. Now, with all of that said, I think that it's important to tap into the hopefulness of this new moon. Last week we got a glimpse of Jupiter and the lovely benefits of Jupiter because it met up with the sun in Sagittarius, and then even though Mercury is currently retrograde, Mercury met up in Sagittarius with Jupiter, and this brings new opportunities and opens doors because Jupiter loves being in Sagittarius, and it is about seeking higher learning and opportunity and about generosity and humor. And Jupiter in Sagittarius reminds us of the benevolence of mankind. And I think that as we get farther along in December, the thing also that happened earlier in the fall, Venus was retrograde, and Venus was retrograde in Scorpio, and it stationed retrograde on October 5th and was retrograde until November 16th. And Venus has just re-entered Scorpio on December 2nd, and it's in this new moon chart. In the new moon chart, Venus is the ruler because there's Libra ascendant, and Venus is in its detriment in Scorpio, where she is very passionate and stormy, but can be hard to please and can be a bit vengeful, and she's forming an opposition to Uranus in Aries. It's an opposition out of sign, and she's squaring the nodes of fate out of sign. And really, to me, it's about breaking free from what is not serving you. It's about opening your eyes to what's not working, and in Scorpio fashion, facing the darkness in order to face the light, and sitting still in your truth in the darkness in order to heal and up level what you want. And even if that means standing on your own, that you will partner better with others when you can stand confidently and alone within yourself. And I think that's part of this. But also, Mercury is in Scorpio. It's about to go, Mercury stations direct on December 6th, so the day before the new moon. But in the new moon chart, Mercury forms a beautiful grand trine with Chiron, the wounded healer, in Pisces, and with the North Node of Destiny in Cancer. And a lot of this also is about learning in order to heal, about, Mercury in Scorpio is the detective that probes, again, uncovers things and gets to the darkness in order to heal. So feeling those emotions in order to get done with the Scorpio story, because Jupiter was in Scorpio up until November 8th, and we're done with that story. That was referring back to the Saturn in Scorpio story, which was 2012 to 2015. And even with Venus in retrograde, that was going back to when Venus was last retrograde in Scorpio in October of 2010. And that was a very intense time, and Venus in retrograde is very intense. So Venus will be in Scorpio until January 7th, and this new moon reminds me of the Nietzsche quote that one must still have chaos within oneself in order to give birth to a dancing star. And I think you want to tap into the optimism and the hope of Jupiter in Sagittarius, of this new moon in Sagittarius. You can manifest new opportunities. Perhaps with all the Uranus energy, you are breaking free from things that are no longer serving you and giving you value, and there will be a lot of endings and breakups with the Venus-Uranus opposition in this new moon chart, with Uranus squaring the nodes of fate. But we're birthing new dancing stars and new opportunities, and it's about, coming together and thinking of the big picture in Sagittarius fashion. So I wish you a lot of luck and happy new moon. Thank you.